What's going on, YouTubes? Rob here. Another episode today. We're going over the YT Jeffsy. Today we're going to be looking at the flip chip set. We're going to be changing it to from the low to the high. Pretty sure as standard they come the low setting, which is more aggressive style. So today we're going to switch it to the high, see if it raises up the bottom bracket a little bit, makes it a little bit easier to go over obstacles. I'm more of an XC guy, so I've been having a few issues where it's been banging the pedals, banging the bottom bracket. So let's get right into it. It's my first time doing this. Can't find any instructions online. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. So here's my first scientific measurement. We're going to see what the measurement from the bottom bracket to the floor is. And then we're going to see what the difference is after we've made the changes. So a piece of wood here. And we're going to mark from the bottom bracket right to the piece of wood, I should say, is right about there. So that is gonna be my low setting. So now we're gonna put the bike onto the bike stand and we are gonna be changing the flip chip set. We're gonna be changing it from its low position, I believe that's the low position, into the high position, which means over here. So we're gonna take out these bolts, flip the flip chip set around, insert the bolts, and we'll go from there. First thing we need to do is take the air out of the suspension. Let's do that. First we're going to take note of what the actual PSI is right now, so when we come back to pump it up, we know what we're working with. So there we have the current PSI, it's right around 130. So let's take all the air out, go to the next step. Okay, let's just make sure all the air is out. And that's good. Now we're moving to the back of the shock. We are going to unbolt the flip chip bolt. So hopefully we can get in there and move that chip set, turn it around, make it onto the high setting. For this we're going to be using a 5mm Allen key. Okay, so it is turning on the other side as well, so we need to get a second Allen key to hold the other side in place. Okay, let's try that. Okay, something's come out. So we've got this one out on the left side. Let's see if this one comes out. I think it's on its way. It seems to be working now. Maybe this is a longer bolt on the right hand side. And there she comes, needs a bit of a shove. Alright, so this looks like this is the through bolt. Let's take this. There we go. Okay, so here is the bolt come out. Here's the flip chip. So we're just simply going to turn this around this way and put it back in. I think that's right. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so I do have the other one came out, needed a little bit of forcing out. So now I'm going to flip that one around, see if we can get the through bolt back through. Okay, so let's see if we can put this through bolt back through. I think for now I'm going to leave the left hand side one out. I'm going to lift up the back wheel a little, the triangle, see if I can position this. Best of this on straight away. There we go. We're in. I think we're in. Let's try and push that through a little. Okay, so we pushed that through. Let's go around the other side. We're going to pop in the other flip. Okay, that seemed to go in. I'm hoping that when you do this, you don't have to flip the two flip chips around, one from this side to this side, this side to this side. So let's give it a shot. So we're just tightening this up now. Then we're going to pump up the shock, take it off the bike rack, make sure it seems to work okay, and then we'll see if there's any difference in the bottom bracket height. Okay, so that looks good. She still spins. Change some gears. Gears still work. Okay, so let's pump up the shock, take it off, see if there's any difference. Okay, so we're going to pump this back up to around 130. $120. Okay, right there. You may not be able to see it right now. We are right between 130, 140. Pretty much the same as before. Let's take the bike off the bike rack, see if there's any difference. Okay, so here we are with my measuring stick. You can already see the difference. Bottom bracket right there. So an obvious difference. This is the high setting. Looks about 1 centimeter, which is, I believe, is what they said. So about a ½ inch. ½ inch difference in height. So there you have it. How to change the geometry on a Jeffsy 27.5. Took about 15 minutes. I'll try and do an overlay so we can see the head angle of the seat tube. But you saw an obvious change in the bottom bracket. By putting it into the high setting, it's raised it by about 1 centimeter, ½ inch. We'll see how it rides, report back. Thanks for watching, guys. Right on.